Good morning students. Today we are going to start a new lesson, whole numbers. So what are the whole numbers? You may aware about the natural numbers. What are the natural numbers? They are starting from the 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. So what are the whole numbers? Let's see. Whole numbers are the natural numbers along with the zero. That is, it is starting from the 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. Whole numbers are also a natural number. Just the difference between both is natural numbers are starting from the 1 and the whole number are starting from the 0. And we denote the denoted alphabet for the whole number is W. So here W is denoted, whole number is denoted by the W. Now here you know what is the predecessor and what is the successor. Now we will see the representation of a whole number on a line. A number line is a straight line on which we represent the number. So here this is a number line on which I represented the number. Here we are representing the number from 0 to 7. This is just for the example. Now here, how will you represent the number on the line? If in the question they have given you that represent the following number on the line, and they have given you that you have to represent the 3 on the number line. So in this way you will draw the line and then you have to put the point on that 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 limited numbers. What number you have to show, that should be on that number line. So here in the question they have given you that you have to show the 3 on the number line. So you will draw the number line like this and you have to show the third point on that line. Now next is about the commutative property. When you will do the addition of the whole numbers, here you will get the property, that is commutative property. In the commutative property, it is A plus B is equals to B plus A. Now if we will multiply A plus B, or if we just changing that place, you will get the same answer. For example, if I will add 3 plus 7, you will get 10, and if I will add 7 plus 3, again you will get 10. So suppose 3 is A here and 7 is B here, 7 is B here and 3 is A here. So you can see this is true that A plus B is equals to B plus C. मतलब अगर हम इसको इस पोजीशन में भी ऐड करते हैं तो आपको सेम नंबर मिलेगा, और अगर हम इसको रिवर्स करके भी ऐड करते हैं तो आपको सेम नंबर मिलेगा. So this is called as a commutative property. Now when we will see the example, you will clear about the representation of the whole number on the line and about the commutative property. Now here the question number 1 of exercise number 7a, that represent the following number on the number line. As you have seen how you have to draw the line and how you have to show the number on the number line. So first we will draw the number line. Students, you will draw this line with the help of pencil and scale only. Now we have to start from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Now here you have to show the 3 on this number line. See here, we have shown the 3. You have to draw this with the pencil and scale, and on the 1 centimeter you will draw the point. Now the next, you have to show 5 on the number line. So next again you have to draw the number line starting from the 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So where is the 5? You have to show the 5 on this number line. Here it is 5. Now the question 3 and 4 you will do yourself. Just remember, you have to draw this line with the pencil and scale and take a distance, this distance as 1 centimeter, which is given on your scale. Now here in the question number 2 is about the true and false, which you can do yourself, and we will see the question number 3 now, that you have to fill in the blanks. Here the first one, the smallest natural number. What is the smallest natural number? I told you about the natural number, that what are the natural numbers? Natural numbers are starting from the 1, 2, 3 and so on. So what is the smallest natural number? It will be 1. Because natural number are starting from the 1, so which will be the smallest one? It will be 1. Now here the smallest whole number. Now you know that whole number are starting from the 0. So which will be the smallest whole number? It will be 0. Successor of a number is found by dash 1 to the given number. All of you know what is the successor. Successor means the number which is coming after the given number. Means if in the question they have given you that find the successor of the 9. So what will be the successor of 9? You have to add 1 in the given number. So they have given you 9, you will add 1 in that, so you will get the successor of 9, that will be 10. So successor of the number is found by adding 1 to the given number. Now here the next fill in the blanks is predecessor of a number is found by the blank place 1 from the given number. So what will be the answer? Successor is found by the adding. So predecessor is found by the subtracting 1. Subtracting 1 from the given number. Now here in the next question you have to find that the predecessor of 100 is, what will be the predecessor of 100? We know how to find the predecessor of 100. You have to subtract 1 from the given number. So you will get 99. So 99 is the predecessor of 100. Now in the question number 4, you have to find the predecessor of a given number. Now in the 3rd and 4th standard and in the 5th standard also, you have learned about the predecessor and successor. So in the predecessor, you have to subtract 1 from the given number. So here we will subtract 1 from 89, so you will get 9678. Means 96,788 is the predecessor of 96,789. Same process for the 9,89,001. So its predecessor will be 9,89,000, and if we will subtract 1, we will get 9,89,000. Now the question number 5, write the successor of the given number. Now you know the successor means to add the 1 in the given number. So here we have to just add the 1 in the 1's value. So first it is 24,40,701. So we will add 1 in that. So we will get 24,40,702. On the next 20,199. So it will get, you will get the successor of this 20,200. In this way you have to find the successor and the predecessor of a given number. Now we will see the next question, question number 6. Now students, here the properties of whole number is given to you in the workbook. So we are having 3 properties for the whole numbers. First one, the closure property, second, commutative property, and third one, associative property. Now one by one we will see the property and how it will be suitable or true for the addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. Now first we will see about the closure property. So what is the closure property and how it will stand for the addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. So for first we will see for the addition. For the addition, it will A and B is an whole number. You know whole number are starting from the 0, 1, 2 till so on. So here addition, for the addition we will see that if A and B are adding 2 whole numbers. Let's take A and B are adding 2 whole numbers. We are supposing that, and A plus B is also whole numbers. Means यहाँ पर कोई A और B है जो कोई 2 whole numbers है. Suppose we are taking A is equals to 3 and B is equals to 5. Here a plus b. A is also whole number and b is also whole number. So a plus b means 3 plus 5. Whatever the answer you are getting, that should be a whole number. So if it satisfies like this, so the closure property is satisfied for the given question. So a plus b means the property is telling us that if a and b are adding two whole numbers, then a plus b is also whole numbers. मतलब कि अगर कोई दो whole numbers आपको दिए हुए हैं और तो उनका addition भी आपको whole number ही मिलना चाहिए, then only the closure property will satisfy for the whole number in the term of addition. Now the same property we will see for the subtraction. We will take the same example. Value of a 3 and value of b 5 for all to prove all the properties. So here in the subtraction, if a and b are the two whole numbers such that we are taking a and b are the two whole numbers such that a is greater than equals to 5, we will take a is equals to 5 and b is equals to 3. We are taking just for the example. Here the condition is given to you that a is greater than equal. How will you read this sign? Greater than equals to b. Then a minus b is a whole number. Means आप subtract किसे करोगे? a minus b. But यहाँ पर ये condition क्या बता रहे हैं कि यहाँ पर a की वैल्यू बड़ी होनी चाहिए या इक्वल होनी चाहिए b. Means it should be 5 minus 3 or 5 minus 5. This condition satisfied like this, means it should be greater than equals to b or equals to b. So then only the condition will satisfy for the closure property. And if a is less than 5, अगर यहाँ पर first number ही smallest है then the biggest number, then you will get the answer in the minus form, which is not a whole number. So only if a is greater than b, then only closure property will satisfy for the subtraction, and if a is less than b, then this property will not satisfy for the subtraction. Now we will see about the multiplication. Next for the multiplication. Let's take if a and b are adding two whole numbers, then a into b is also whole numbers. Here we are taking that if a and b are the whole numbers, any value we will take on the place of a and b, then a into b is also a whole number. Okay, so we are taking 3 and b as a 5. You will get 5 is a 15. So answer is 15 and 15 is a whole number. So you can say that closure property always stands for the multiplication or the product of any two whole number is always a whole number. So the whole numbers are closed under the multiplication. Now we will see for the division. Now a and b are adding two whole numbers we are taking in the division also. If a and b are the two non-zero whole numbers, then a divided by b is not always a whole number. So the closure property does not hold the true for the whole number. See, if a and b, okay, if we will divide it, if the division is complete and we are getting a remainder 0, then only closure property will satisfy for the under the division. So if we will divide a by b, so we are taking example, suppose on the place of a we will take 8 and on the place of b we will take 2. So if we will divide, it is complete division because we are getting remainder 0, so you will get the answer 4 and this is a whole number. Only in this way this condition will go close under the closure property. And if we are getting the answer 1 by 3, 1 by 4, these are not a whole number, these are the fraction. So sometimes it will not satisfy the condition and sometimes it will goes close under the closure property. Now we will see the second property is about the commutative property. What is commutative property? We have seen in the introduction of lesson also. In the same way, we have to prove commutative property for the addition, subtraction and multiplication also. So first, let's see about the commutative property. Now we will see commutative property for the addition. If A, B are added two whole numbers, then closure property should commutative property should be A plus B is equals to B plus A. If A and B are added two whole numbers, and if we add A plus B, or in the same way, if we change the place of B with the A and A with the B, the answer you are getting, if that answer are the same, then commutative property is closed under the addition. So we will take an example that A is equals to 2 and B is equals to 5. So if A is 2 plus B is 5 and 5 plus 2, you are getting the same answer C, 7 and 7. So in this way, if it is like this, you are getting the same answer on the both sides, then commutative property closed under the addition. Now the same property we will see from the subtraction. If A and B are adding two whole numbers, then A minus B is not equals to B minus A. Means we will take the same value. If I subtract 2 minus 5 and 5 minus 2, you will get the different values. 2 minus 5, this is the greatest number than this, you will get the value of the minus, and 5 minus 2 you will get 3. This is whole number, this is not a whole number. Whole numbers are only 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. The minus form is not given in the whole number, so this property will not close under the subtraction. Now we will see about the multiplication. Now in the multiplication, if A and B are two whole numbers, then A into B is equals to B into A. If A and B are added two whole numbers, then A into B is equals to B into A. Same value we will take, that A is equals to 2 and B is equals to 5. So if I multiply 2 into 5 or 5 into 2, you will get the same answer. Understood? अगर हम A को B से मल्टीप्लाई करें या B को A से मल्टीप्लाई करें, आपको वैल्यू जो भी आंसर मिलेगा वो सेम मिलेगा. So in this way, the commutative property satisfied closed under the multiplication. Now the same property for the division. Now here, commutative property does not hold true for the division. Commutative property कभी भी division under the division कभी भी वो closed नहीं रहेगी, because it will not satisfy the condition of the commutative property. And if A is a whole number and A divided by is not defined, because if अगर हम कोई भी नंबर को 0 से डिवाइड करते हैं, then you will get the answer 0. And again if you will divide 9 in this condition, you will get the answer 0. So for that, you can say that commutative property does not hold true for the division. Now we will see the third property, that is associative property for the addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. Now let's see the third property, that is association. if A, B and C are the three numbers, then here A, B and C are the three numbers, then addition of in the bracket A plus B plus C is equals to A plus B plus C. See here, if A, B and C are the whole numbers, according to associative property, this is the rule that if I will add first A plus B whole bracket, then addition with the C. मतलब पहले हमें ये bracket solve करना पड़ेगा, then addition of this bracket, whatever the answer you will get with this, you have to add with the C is equals to the, अब यहाँ पर देखो यहाँ से difference क्या है, यहाँ पर A को अलग किया है और bracket में B और C को लिया है। अगर ये वाला इसको solve करने के बाद जो आंसर मिलेगा और इसको solve करने के बाद आंसर मिलेगा, if that answer are the equal, then this condition goes closed under the associative property. So we will see. We will take a value A is equals to 2, B is equals to 3 and C is equals to 4. So we will put the value on the place of A, B, C. So it will be 2 plus 3. Value of C is 4. Same. A is 2, B is 3 plus 4. Now you can see and do the addition. 2 plus 3, 5 plus 4. 2 plus will be as it is, 3 plus 4, 7. Now do the addition. So what you will get? 5 plus 4, 9. 2 plus 7, 9. See, you can see if we goes like this or if we goes like this, you are getting the same answer. So you can say that addition goes under the associative property holds true for the addition of 3 or more numbers. Now for the subtraction, if A, B and C are the three whole numbers, then A minus C whole bracket minus C does not equals to the other one. Now same property you have to prove for the subtraction. Now for the subtraction, if I will do, if A, B and C are any whole number, see, here condition I have written. Now you will tell me that A minus B whole bracket minus C is equal or not equal to this condition. It will be satisfied this condition? No, because here the whatever the value of A, B and C, if it may be greater than the other number or it may be less than other number. So the subtraction for the associative property does not hold true for the subtraction of whole number. Now next for the multiplication, if A, B, C are the three whole numbers, then A into B into C for the multiplication. A, B, C are the three whole numbers, so to see A into B into C is equals to A into B into C. Now we will take the same example. A is equals to 2, B is equals to 3 and C is equals to 4. So here we will put the value on the place of A, B, C. So it will be 2 into 3 into 4 and this 2 into 3 into 4. Now solve it. 3 2s are 6 into 4 is equals to 2 into 3 4s are 12. Now 6 4s are 24, 12 2s are 24. So you can see you are getting the same answer. If we multiply A into B in the bracket or B into C in the bracket, you are getting the same value. It means the associative law of the property holds true for in the multiplication of 3 or more numbers. Now for the division also associative property does not hold true for the division. So in this way you got the knowledge about the properties. We have seen the three properties, that closure property, commutative property and associative property. Now in the exercise you have to prove on the basis of this property that the numbers which is given to you in the questions and find the sum by the suitable arrangement. Now we will see the exercise. Now here you have to find the sum by the suitable rearrangement. Now students, observe the question here. How many whole numbers are given to you? The 3 numbers. So here, if the 3 numbers means if A, B and C are adding 3 numbers, then which property is suitable on that? It will be associative property, because we saw that if A, B and C are the 3 numbers, then A plus B, what is associative property? A plus B plus C is equals to A plus B plus C. You are having the 3 whole numbers here. So in this way you have to arrange the numbers and then you have to find the sum. Now we will find the sum. So first of all it will be A, this is B and this is C. So 133 plus B is 867. Now C is 698 is equals to A is 133 plus B is 867 plus C is 698. Here we arrange the number according to the associative property. देखिए आपको खुद से ये गेस करना पड़ेगा यहाँ पर कि कौन सी प्रॉपर्टी यहाँ पर सुटेबल है. And how will you find it? If the 3 whole numbers are given to you, it means it go under the associative property. If the two whole numbers are given to you, then that sums goes under the closure property. Now here we will do the addition of bracket first. So here 133 plus 867. Here you have to add the given number. So do the addition of 133. Now do the addition in the rough work. Always make the right hand side for the rough work. So here 133 plus 867. Now do the addition. 3 plus 7, 10. 1 will be carried. 6 plus 3, 9. 9 plus 1, 10. From 10 you will write 0 here. 1 will be carried. And 8 plus 2, it is 1000. So you got the addition of this bracket. 1000 plus 698. Always remember students, whatever the question is given to you, you have to first solve the bracket. जब भी आप ऐसे अरेंज करोगे इसको, तो पहले आप क्या करोगे? ब्रैकेट्स को सॉल्व करोगे. Now the next, here 133 as it is. Solve the bracket. It is 867 added with 698. Now 7 plus 8, it is 15. From 15 we will write 5 here. 1 will be carried on the other number. 9 plus 1, 10. 10 plus 6, 16. 8 plus 1, 9. 9 plus 6, it is 15. So here you got the value 1565 addition of this bracket. Now do the final addition of this 2 digits. So it is 1000 plus 698. Orally you can add. It is 1698. Now do the addition of 1565 plus 133. So it is 5 plus 3, 8. 6 plus 3, 9. 5 plus 1, 6 and 1. So you will get 1698. So students, see here, you got the same value from the left hand side also and from the right hand side also. So our LHS is equals to RHS. So here the suitable arrangement with the associative property. Now we will see the next example. Now remaining question of question number 1, you will solve yourself. It is same as we have done the first one. Now the question number 2, you have to find the product by the suitable rearrangement. So in this way simply you have to just put the bracket according to the associative property. So we will just take a bracket. So 2 into 4 to 425, we will take this 2 value in the bracket and into 50 will be this. So it is A into B into C. Because here the 3 whole numbers are given to you, that's why we have arranged this number in this way. Now here you have to multiply 825 by the sorry 425 by the 2. Now we have arranged it. Now do the multiplication in the rough form. As I told you, always on the page, on your book, on the right side of your page, make a part for the rough form. Now here you have to multiply 425 by the 2. So 5 2s are 10. 1 will be carried. 2 2s are 4. 4 plus 1 5. And 4 2s are 8. Here you got the multiplication of this is 850. So on the behalf of that 2, we got the value 850. Now what is the value of C here? 50. Now do the multiplication of 850 into 50. So we will continue this multiplication with the 850. You know that whenever we will multiply 0 with any number, you will get the 0 again. So here, if we will multiply 850 by the 0, you will get the 0. Coming to the next step, we have to write the 1 0 here. Then 5 into 0, 0. 5 5s are 25. From 25 we will write 5 on this place and 2 will be carried. Then 8 5s are 45. 8 5s are 40. 40 plus 2, 42. In this way you got the answer 42,500. In this way students, you have to first rearrange with the suitable rearrangement, means you have to put with the bracket and then do that operation and find the product. Now here the second bit of the second question. 25 into 603 into 4. First of all, rearrange that with the suitable. What is the suitable on that question? So here it is according to the associative property. Here the 3 whole number is given to you. So it is A into B into C. So we will arrange it in the form A into B in the bracket and into C out of the bracket. So I have drawn the bracket for the A and B and the C out of the bracket. So first of all, we will multiply 603 by the 25. Let's see. 5 3s are 15. 1 will be carried. 5 into 0, 0 plus 1, 1. 6 5s are 30. Next, coming to the next step, we have to write the 1 0 on the 1's place. 3 2s are 6. 2 into 0, 0. 6 2s are 12. 5 plus 0, 5. 6 plus 1, 7. 0 plus 0, 0. 3 plus 2, 5. And this 1. So you got the value 15,075. Now you have to multiply the given value by the 4. So if we multiply 15,075 by the 4, you will get the answer 60,300. So the students understood, in this way you have to find the product by the suitable rearrangement. Now next question is about, you have to find the sum and you have to show that which property is suitable on the given condition. Here the first question is question number 3 is given to you. In this 2 weights are given to you. This is the same question, just you have to do this, find the sum of this, and if they are same or different, first of all you have to find that answer of this 2 is same or not. If they are same, then which property they are showing. So first of all we will find the sum of this. So first of all write down the question again in the answer. Now 643 plus 483. So do the rough work. Anywhere on the right side of your page, I will do here. It is 643 plus 483. So 3 plus 3, 6. 4 plus 8, 12. 6 plus 4, 10. 10 plus 11, 10 plus 1, 11. So you got the answer for this 1126 or 1126. Now for this next one, you will write the question first. Then do the addition. 483 added with 643. 3 plus 3, 6. 8 plus 4, 12. 6 plus 4, 10. 10 plus 1, 11. You got the answer for this 1126. Now students, observe the answer. We have seen the 3 properties for the whole numbers. observe the answer that we are getting a plus b is equals to b plus a. If you observe, the value of a is the same in the question to value of a and value of b is same in the question 2. So here which property will satisfy? The answers are same. So you will write they are same. Right? Now which property is satisfied here? If you remember, we have seen the three properties: closure property, commutative property and associative property. Here if we have seen that if the two whole numbers are given to you and if the answer of that two numbers is equals to, if we change the place of that number, if you are getting the same value of that, then which property will satisfy the condition? That property will be the commutative property. So here commutative the commutative property of addition is verified. In this way, if they have given you a question, in this way you have to first solve the sum, then see which property is suitable on that and then write down in the answer. So here we got the commutative property of addition is verified in the given question. Now here we have seen the question number 3. Question number 4 is same as the question number 3. So you will solve it yourself. Now we will see the question number 5 directly. Here you have to fill in the blank places. So we have seen the 4 properties. According to that, you have to just write down the value according to that property. So here the first one, 627 added with 942 is equals to the blank places given to you and the value of a is given to you. See, in the supposition you can say it is a and this is b. So we have a property of commutative law, that is a plus b is equals to b plus a. So you have a value here. So what is the value of b? It is 942. In the same way you have to do the second one. Here the value of a is given to you and in the equal form b plus a is given to you. So here 721 is written, means which value is remaining? 7352. Now here the associative property. Here the three whole number is given to you. So from the first, a plus b plus c is blank here. So we will take a value from here. So it is here 8782 is given to you. 4551 is given to you. So which value is remaining here? 280. In the same way, for the multiplication, again the associative property. So it is 490 into 86 into 31. So here 490 and 31 is given to you. What is remaining? 86. In this way, you will find what is the missing number on the blank place. Now here you have to multiply the given number with the suitable arrangement. We have seen about how to find the sum with the suitable rearrangement. Now here we have to multiply the given numbers. First we will arrange this number in the multiplication form. So it will be 20 into 58 into 7. Now according to which property we are having the three whole numbers? According to associative property we are having the three whole numbers. So how will we take in the bracket? We will take it as 20 into 7 into 58. In this way, first of all arrange it with the bracket. Now in the rough work we will solve the multiplication. Here in a simple way, if we are multiplying with the tens, so in this way you will just multiply 7 into 0, 0, 7 to the 14 into 58. Now multiply this whole value. So it is 140 into 58. Now you know, if we will multiply any number with the 0, you will get the answer 0. So 0 into 8, 0. 8 From 32 we will write 2 here, 3 will be carried. 8 ones are 8, 8 plus 3, 11. Now 0. On the next step, 5 into 0, 0. 5 into 4, 20. 2 will be carried. 5 ones are 5. 5 plus 2, 7. 0, 2, 1, 7. So here you got the answer 11, 20. On the next step, 5. So here 2 plus 0, 0, 2, 1 plus 0, 1, 7 plus 1, 8. So you got the answer 8120. In this way, you have to find the multiplication by the suitable arrangement. Now we will see the next question about the multiplication. Second one. So let's see what is the second question. 24, 25, comma 4, comma 598. Now first of all we will arrange it according to multiplication. So it is 24 into 4, 25 into 4 into 598. We will do the proper arrangement of this number. So 25 into 4, we will take this in the bracket into 598. Simply one digit multiplication is there. We will do it orally. 5 fours are 20. From 20 we will write 0 here. 2 will be carried. 4 twos are 8 and 2 was the carry. So 4 twos are 8 plus 2, 10. So here you got the 100. Now it is multiplied with 598. So let's multiply here 598 by the 100. You know, whenever we will multiply any number by the 0, you will get the answer 0 again. So here 8 into 0, 0, 9 into 0, 0, 5 into 0, 0. In the next step, you have to put the 0 sign here. Then 8 into 0, 0, 9 into 0, 0, 5 into 0, 0. On the third step, 2 zeros will increase. Then 8 ones are 8, 9 ones are 9, 5 ones are 5. So 0, 0, 8, 9, 5. In this way, you got the answer 59,800. So in the same way, you have to do the third, fourth, fifth, sixth and seventh by yourself. Now we will go to the next exercise and next topic. Now here the next topic is about distributive property of multiplication over addition and subtraction. So what is the distributive property of multiplication over addition? First we will see. Here A is multiplied with the bracket B plus C. So how will you expand this bracket? First of all, you will multiply A with the whatever the first value here B. So it is A into B. Then which is the sign in the bracket that will be in the middle of this? Then A into C. In this way, you have to expand the given number according to distributive property or law of multiplication. Now same for the subtraction, A into B minus C. Just difference between this is symbol. The process for the both is same. A is multiplied with the bracket B minus C. Then it will be expanded as A into B minus A into C. In this way, it is about the distributive property. Now the next topic is about exclusive property. Now here the next topic is about the exclusive property of a whole number 0 and 1. So here first of all we will see addition property of 0. Here A and B and whole number, then here A is any whole number, and if we add A plus 0 or 0 plus A, you will get the same whole number again. Means in the simple way, you know that whenever we will add 0 with any number, you will get the same number again. Now the multiplicative property for the 0. Here A is any whole number. If you multiply A with the 0 or 0 with the A, you will get 0. In the simple way, you know that when we multiply 0 with any number, you will get the answer 0 always. Now the next multiplicative property of 1. If a and 1 is any whole number, then a into 1 is equals to 1 into a is equals to a. It means if we multiply any number by the 1, you will get the number again. Therefore, when 1 is multiplied with the whole number, the product is the number itself. So, 1 is a multiplicative identity and 0 is a additive identity. So, here 0 is called as a additive identity and here 1 is called as a multiplicative identity. Multiplicative identity. Now on the basis of that we will see the next exercise number 2nd C. Now we saw the multiplicative property. So on the basis of that we have to fill in the blanks of exercise. You have to fill the blank places from the exercise number 2nd C. So here we are seeing, we will see some examples. Here it is 2 into 0 and we saw the property of multiplication by the 0. If we multiply any number by the 0, you will get the 0 again. So according to that property, on this blank place 0 will come. Now 139 into what we will multiply with 139, so you will get the answer 0. It is very simple. If we multiply 0 with any number, then only you can get the answer 0. Now the third one here, 27 into 18. So 27 into 10 plus 27 into. So according to distributive law, you have to first expand it, that is 10 plus 8. So it is 27 into 10 plus 27 into 8. Next one, it is 1395 divided by 1. So what will you get the answer? If we divide any number by the 1, you will get the same number again. Now here 2896 divided by which number? So your quotient will be 1. So remember, if you are dividing the same number with the same number, you will get the 1. So here if you will divide 2896 by the 2896, then only you can get the remainder 1. In this way, you have to fill the blank places. Now here the question is, what number should replace each n? So in the question they have given you n here. You have to find the n value from the given question. So first of all, when you will solve the type of the sum, you will write the question again in the answer. So we will write the question here. 8 into 6. Now we have to find value of n from the given question. So first we will solve this bracket. Write it as it is. 8 5s are 40. 8 6s are 48. Now again write this column as it is. Now do the addition of 40 and 48. So you will get 88. So 8 into n plus 6 is equals to 88 you got. Now 8 is in the multiplication with this column. There is nothing miss here. The relation between column and 8 is multiplication. So we want to take 8 here. So if 8 is in the multiplication, then if it will go on the right hand side, so the sign of that number will change. So अगर ये यहाँ पर इसके साथ मल्टीप्लिकेशन में है, तो जब वो राइट साइड जाएगा तो वो उस तरफ जाकर उसके अपोजिट नंबर्स में मींस इट इज कन्वर्टेड इनटू द डिवीजन. यहाँ से अगर ये मल्टीप्लिकेशन में है तो इधर जाकर ये डिवीजन में हो जाएगा. सो इट विल गेट 88 divided by 8. Now divide it. If we will divide 88 in the rough work, so you will get 8 ones are 8. 8 minus 8, 0. Take a 8 here. Again 8 ones are 8. We got the remainder 0 and answer is 11. So n plus 6 we got 11. Now we want only value of n. So for that we should take 6 from left hand side to the right hand side. Now here you can see it is in the addition. When we will take it on the left hand side, right hand side, its sign will change. It will get opposite to addition. That it will get with subtracted with 11. So here n is equal to, it will go here, then it will be 11 plus 6 will goes to the right side. So it will get minus 6. So you got the value 11 minus 6, 5. Here in this way you got the value n is equal to 5. In this way you have to find the value of n. Understood students? What will be the first process? First you will write the question in the answer again. Then solve the brackets. Whatever the answer you are getting, add it and write down the answer. Then first of all, what is the out of the bracket? Take it on the right hand side. We have taken 8 on the right hand side. It is on the left side, it is on the multiplication, so it will go to the right side, it will get converted into the division. So it is divided by 8. You got the answer 11. Then we want only n. So plus 6 will go to the right hand side. Then it will get minus 6. Then 11 minus 6 is equals to 5. So we got the value of n is equals to 5. Here the next question is, using the distributive property of multiplication, you have to find the following. So first, let's see here. Here the 567 is multiplied with the 103. So first of all, you have to arrange this according to the distributive property. And we know what is the distributive property? It is A into B plus C is equals to A into B plus A into C. This is distributive property. Now we have to arrange the number in that form. So for that we have to expand the second number. So write down in the answer, you will write question first, then expand the second number. How will you expand? It will get 100 plus 3. Now it is the form of this now. This is the form of distributive property now. Now what is the expansion form of distributive property? It is A into B. So what is the value of A here? It is 567 into 100, then plus 567 into 3. Now this is arranged according to the distributive property. Now simplify this. Here when we will multiply the number by the tens, hundred and thousands, just count the zeros and write with the answer. So first we will write the given number. How many zeros are there? 1, 2. Write down the 2 zeros here. Now finish this multiplication. Now do the multiplication of 567 into 3. On the right hand side of your page, make a part of rough work and multiply 567 by 3. So here 7 3s are 21, 2 will be carried, 6 3s are 18, 18 plus 2, 20, 2 will be carried, 5 3s are 15, 15 plus 2 it is 17. So you got the multiplication 1701. Now do the addition of this. So we will do it here. So it is 56,700 added with 1701. So what you will get? 0 plus 1, 1, 0 plus 0, 0, 7 plus 7, 14, 1 carry, 6 plus 1, 7, 7 plus 1, 8, and this is 5. So you got the answer 58,401. So students, in this way, first of all you have to arrange this according to the distributive property and then find out the multiplication of the given number. So according to that, you will solve the remaining question by yourself. Let's see the question number 4. Solve the following by using the properties of whole number. We have seen the properties of whole number. According to that, first of all you will see the question that numbers are arranged according to the property or not. First of all, in the answer you will and here what is remaining? What is missing here? It is C. C. It is A and B. Here the third whole number C is missing here. So for that, if the value of C is not given to you, on that time you will take 1 as a value of C. So it is A into B plus A into C. Now it is according to the property distributive law. Now operate it. So we will get, now here we are having the same value, means it is A. So we will take it at one time because it is the value of A. So according to distributive law, it is like this. So हमें इस फॉर्म में पहले इस एलिमेंट को लाना है to simplify this. Now here the value of it is 2858. So we have written it now into what is the value of B? It is 98, and what is the value of C? It is 1. Now we have arranged this according to the distributive law. Now it is 2858 into 99 plus 1. It is 100. And as I told you, when we will multiply the number by the 10, 100, 1000, 10,000 at that time, whatever the question is given to you, write it first and then just count down the zeros. How many zeros are there? 10, 100, 1000, how many there? So it is 2 zeros. So with the answer you will write 2 zeros, and this is your answer. In this way you have to solve the following by using the property of whole number. Now we will see another example for the question number 4. Here 2389 into 220 minus 2389 into 18 minus 2389 into 2. Here you can see the three values are same. This can be considered as it is A. Now it is B, C and D. Now here the three different whole numbers are given to you. First of all, you have to arrange it according to the distributive law. So we will write 2389 as it is into. Now correct the value of B, C and D. That is 220 minus 18 minus 2. Now we will solve this bracket first. Write it 2389 as it is. Now 220 minus 18. What will you get? It will be 202 minus 2. Again 2389 will be as it is 202 minus 2. When you will subtract 2 from this 202, you will get 200. Now do the multiplication on the rough side. So you will get 2389 into 200. You know, when you will multiply the any number by the 0, you will get the 0 in the answer. So here 0 into 9, 0, like this. In the second step, we will write 1 0 on the ones place. Now 9 into 0, 0, 8 into 0, 0, 3 into 0, 0, 2 into 0, 0. Now on the third step, 2 zeros we will write here. Now 9 to the 18. From 18 we will write 8 here. 1 will be carried. 8 to the 16. 16 plus 1, 17. From 17 we will write 7 here. 1 will be carried. 3 to the 6. 6 plus 1, 7 and 2 to the 4. Do the addition now. 6, 8, 7, 7, 4. So here we got the answer 4,77,800. In this way you have to simplify or you have to solve the given question according to the or using the property of whole number. Now the remaining question 3, 4 and 5 is same as we have done with the 1 and 2. So that one you will do it yourself. Now we will see the next question. Now find the value of the following questions. This question is also same as the question number 4. First you have to just simplify these questions according to the distributive property. Now We know what is a distributive property. Distributive property is A into B plus C. Now in this form you have to arrange this because this is the explanation form of the distributive property. So here we are having a value on the A 496. So into what is the value of B here? 13. I did 87. Now add 87 and 13 on the rough side. So you will get 7 plus 3, 10. 1 carry. 8 plus 1, 9. 9 plus 1, 10. So you got 100. Now you have to multiply 496 by the 100. As I told you, simply orally you can multiply it. If the tens, hundred, thousands is given to you, just write down the question here. And how many zeros are there? 1, 2. Give the 2 zeros here. In this way, you have to find the value of the following. Let's see the another example of the same question. We will see the third one. The question is 92 lakh 165 multiplied with 179 minus 92 lakh 165 92 lakh 165 multiplied with 79. This is also same as the above question. Here also you have to arrange it according to the distributive property. So here we are having a value on the A. It is 92,165 into what is this? Then arrange this B and C. So it is 179 minus sign is here. Then 79. Here 92,165 will be as it is. Now solve this bracket. If we subtract 179 by 79, so you will get 9 minus 9, 0. 7 minus 7, 0 and 1. You will get 100. Again, in the same way you have to multiply. Write down the given value and put the number of zeros, that is 2. In this way we will get the answer. Now next topic is word problem. So here we will see directly exercise number 2D. So here the question is the product of two numbers is 1,01,906. If one number is 502, then find the other number. So what is given to you in the question? In the question they have given you that the product of the two numbers, and from that two numbers, one number is given to you which is 502. And you know, whenever you are solving the word problems, first of all, you will read the problem carefully. Then in the answer, first you will write what is given to you in the question. So here two things are given to you in the question, that is product of the two number and the one number is given to you, you have to find the other number. So with this one number will multiply, so you will get this answer. So in the process, to find the second number, we will consider x as a other number. यहाँ पर हम क्या करेंगे, सपोजिशन करना है आपको कि x कोई वो सेकेंड नंबर है जिसको मल्टीप्लाई करने के बाद 1,01,906 की वैल्यू मिलेगी. So here we will multiply x with the 502, which is equals to 1,01,906. Now to find the value of x, we want on the LHS only x. So we will write, and here 502 is in the multiplication with x. So if this will go on the RHS, so it will get opposite to that. Means अगर इसका यहाँ पर multiplication sign है तो वो इधर जाकर क्या हो जाएगा, division में convert हो जाएगा. So in this way we will get the value of x. So here we have to divide it on the left side. You will divide it 502 as a divisor, divided 0, 6. Now divide it. If we multiply 502, now we have to make a table, just multiply 502 by the 2. This is rough work. This is 2 to the 4, 2 into 0, 0, 5 to the 10. So we got 1,502 502 into 2. We are getting 1004. Next step, we will solve the division. So here 502 into 2. So 502 2s are 1004. So we will write it here. Do the subtraction. 9 minus 4 it is 5. 1 minus 0 1. 0 minus 0 0. 1 minus 1 0. Now on the next step 0 will come down. It is 150. Now you can see 502 is greater than 150. So it does not consist of 150 in this table because it is greater than this. So we will divide it by the 0. So 502 into 0 will be 0. So this 1 minus 0 minus 0 0. 5 minus 0 5. 1 minus 0 1. Now the next 6 will come down. Now it is 1506 or 1506. So we will multiply 502 by 3. So we will get what is the 502 3s are. Now it is 3 2s are 6, 3 into 0 0, 5 3s are 50. So you can see 502 into 3 is 1506. So 502 3s are 1506. So you got the remainder 0. So we got the value. It is x is equals to 203. In this way you have to find you found the product of this other number. Now the next question. Next question is about the fill in the blanks, which you can do yourself. You have to just find the missing term in that given question. Now the question number 3, solve the following word problem. So here we will see the first word problem, that a zoo collected rupees 49,445 on a weekday. If each ticket cost rupees 55, then how many tickets were sold on that day? So first of all, read the question carefully. What is the given in the question? That one zoo is given to you, that the collection of that zoo on a weekday is rupees 49,445. If each ticket costs, if the cost of one ticket is rupees 55, then how many tickets, totally how many tickets were sold on that day? So when you will solve the word problem, first of all write down the given data in the answer. Then to find the total tickets were sold on that day, you have to divide total amount with the ticket of with the amount of one ticket. So let's do the division. 49,445 divided by 55. So here the table of 55 are written here. You know how to make a table of a greatest number. Now in the 55 there is 49 less than 55. So we will multiply it by 1. So 55 comes up. 55 is greater than 49. We want here the number greater than 55 is not there. So we will divide the 3 digits directly. So it is 494. So on this 494 we are having 495. So less than this we are having 440. So we will divide 55 8s are 440. Now do the subtraction. 4 minus 0 4. 9 minus 4 5. 4 minus 4 0. We will take one number here. It is 544. Now we are not having 544 in the given table. So we will less than that number we are having 495. So 55 9s are 495. So subtract 544 minus 495. So it is 340. 14 minus 5, it is 9. 3 minus 9 is not possible. We have to borrow. So it will get 13. 13 minus 9, 4. And 4 minus 4, 0. It is 490. We got this 49. Now the next, which number will come down now? It's 5. Now we are having 495 on the 9th position. So 59, 55 nines are 495. So the cost of what is given in the question? So how many tickets were sold on that day? Hence 899 tickets were sold on that day. In this way you have to solve the word problem. Now the remaining question you will solve yourself. It is same as we have done this word problems. Now the question number 4, complete the following statement, which is the basic question that you have to divide the number, what you will get the answer, just you have to fill in the blanks. Now the next topic, pattern. You all know about the pattern, what are the patterns and how they draw. Pattern in the whole number, we should try to arrange the numbers in an elementary shape made of dots. The shape should be, maybe that shapes are rectangle, triangle, line, and whatever the shape is given to you, you have to draw the number of dots and make a pattern according to the given shape. So here we will see directly exercise number 2E. The question is, write the smallest number which can be shown as a line, rectangle and square. So we will write a small number here. Using that small number, you have to draw the pattern of line, rectangle and square. So here we will arrange the number, smallest number. We will take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. First we will draw the line. Line is starting from 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. You have to draw the dots. Now to draw the rectangle. You can take the 3 dots and 3 means you can take it as a 3 into 3. So we will take 3 dots. So it will get rectangle in this way. Okay. Now the next you have to draw the square. You can draw the square as 5 by 5 or 4 by 4. So we will take the rectangle as a 5 by 5. Because the rectangle is having the equal 4 sides, so we will take it as a 4. So we will draw the 5 dot here. It is 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. In this way you can see we have drawn the rectangle by the smallest number using 5 by 5. In this way you have to draw the pattern line, rectangle and square using the smallest number. Let's see another question. If the product of two whole number is 0, can we say one or both of them will be 0? Justify through the example. So what is the question here? If the product of two whole number is 0, means अगर कोई two whole numbers है उनका product 0 आ रहा है, तो क्या ऐसा हो सकता है कि उसमें से एक या दोनों भी नंबर 0 हो? Yes, obviously it can be possible. So in the answer you will write yes, but you have to justify that answer with the example. So we will take example. If the product of two whole number is 0, if the product of two whole number is 0, then 0 or 0 into 0 will be 0. See, you can see here one number is also 0, then if the one number is 0, you can get the answer 0. Another one is 0, you can get the answer 0. And if the both numbers are 0, you can get the 0. These all are the whole numbers. So, if the product of two numbers is 0, then we can say that one or both of them will be 0. Hence, it is proved that. Now, in the final answer, you will write, hence, it is proved that if the product of two whole numbers is 0, then one or both of them will be 0. Understood? In this way you have to prove. Now we will see the next question. So the students, question number 3 is same as the question number 2. So you can do it yourself. Now the question number 4, find the product using the pattern, or you can use, instead of pattern you can use the properties also. So here you have to multiply 728 by 101. So first of all, you will arrange this with the pattern or with the log. So you will write the question first. Then in the next step you will expand this number. So you will get 100 plus 1. Now you can say, or you can see by the observation, this is the distributive property. Now according to distributive property, if we expand this number, you will get 728 into 100, addition sign, then 728 into 1. Now you know, whenever we are multiplying the number by the tens, hundred and thousands, you will just write down the quotient and put how many zeros are there? 1, 2. Write down 200. Added with 721, 28 into 1. The same number you will multiply. You know the multiplicative identity. 1 is the multiplicative identity. So if you multiply any number by the 1, you will get the same number again. Now do the addition here, that is 72,800 plus 728. So you will get 0 plus 8, 8, 0 plus 2, 2, 8 plus 7, 15, 1 will be carried, 2 plus 1, 3, and this is 7 as it is. So in this way you got the answer 73,528. In the same way, you will solve for the question 2 also. In this way, you have to solve the question 2, 3, 4 and 5, which you can do by yourself. Now, we will see the next exercise. Next question, question number 5. Write the following numbers as directed using the dots. So, let's see the question. Here, the first one, 16 as a square pattern. So you have to, using the dots, you have to draw this pattern. So here the number is given to you 16. So to 16, we will do it as a 4 into 4. Means on the length is also 4 and on the height is also 4. So we will give the dots is 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. Here you can see, here 16 dots I have drawn and it is 4 by 4 and we have drawn the square pattern for the number 16 by using the dots. Now same you have to do for the 26 as a rectangular pattern. Now to the 26 you will write it as a 30 into 30, 30 into 2. So, the two lines of 13 you have to draw, so you will get a rectangular pattern for the 26 dots. So we will draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Now the same dots here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. In this way, the rectangular form is ready for the number 26. In this way, you will draw for the 28 as a triangular pattern and 30 as two rectangular pattern. In the same way, you have to draw for the third and fourth also. Now let's see the question number 6. Write the number which represent the triangular as well as square pattern. So here you have to find the number which will represent the triangular pattern also and the square pattern also. So here I have drawn this directly. It is 6 into 6, 36. Here you can see I have drawn the triangular pattern. Here the dots will increase by 1. Here 1 dot, then 2, then 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So here the total dots are 36. Now here it is about the 6 into 6. It is also 36. So which number will represent the triangular as well as square pattern? It is about the 36. So if you will draw the 36 draw, from the number 36 you can draw the triangular pattern as well as square pattern. So thank you students. This is all about the pattern and whole number. Thank you.